Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Your boy the Flight Mike over here doing a reaction to, well, I guess you could say one of my low points in my career or one of my high points in my career. It really depends on your perception of this. You know, if you're an optimist, you might say, oh, you know, Mike made it to SportsCenter, and that's what some of my friends are saying. If you're a little bit more negative, you might be saying, oh my God, this guy got crossed up by a YouTuber that isn't necessarily known for his basketball skill. You know what I mean? So I wanted to react to this, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts. I wanted to give you guys some like inside info that you probably weren't aware of. I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes look at what went down and what I was thinking and how things happened and the reason why things happened. I'm sure you guys have seen this so far. So before we get to any of that, two things. I'm going to be doing more reactions like this on my FlightReacts TV channel when we hit 20,000 subscribers. Link to that's in the description down below. I don't want the reactions to be cringy. I don't want the reactions to be over exaggerated. I want it to be more analysis than reactions, just kind of like what I do on this channel, but on my second channel. Another thing is I really wanted to take a moment to truly thank Flight, because here's the thing. There's a lot of YouTubers, and I said this like 10 times in my stream, there's a lot of YouTubers that, you know, blow up and they act Hollywood and they just turn into a different version of themselves. Not the nicest guys of the nicest versions of themselves. Dude, Flight comes in, you know, slaps high five, just like we're old friends. We met 7 years ago in an Xbox Live party chat. Comes in, gives me a high five, gives me a hug, asks me how things are doing. I congratulate him on June. I asked him if, you know, I asked him if I was his first opponent for June. He said, yeah. I showed him a lot of love. We talked some YouTube questions. And, bro, I don't think you understand. I've worked with a lot of YouTubers, and this is no disrespect to the YouTubers I've worked with. Flight was by far one of the nicest YouTubers I've ever worked with. He let me upload my video first. As a result of it, I got my first trending video. He gave me his number. We talked about it behind the scenes a little bit. We reminisced about the old times, where the other people in our party ended up. And all in all, like, he even said, yo, if you want, we could collaborate again in a month. If you want to train and get good, we could rematch. So let me know in the comment section if that's something you want to see, because I have been getting a lot of people saying that they think there is hope for me after all. And especially after watching this footage, I think we could identify ways we could get a little bit better in basketball. Something you should know, some behind the scenes stuff. Flight's been training for this for about 4 to 5 weeks. I trained for this for a day, literally one day, not taking anything away from him because I accepted the challenge to face him. I actually offered the challenge to face him. I was thinking that, like, if I came in and I faced him, then there's a chance I could win. He's notorious for being the worst YouTuber out of all of us. So, okay, I was like, okay, you know, let's face off. Flight versus Flight Mike. What's the worst that could happen? Dude, he ended up being really good. You know, like, those training sessions paid off. His trainer even gave me a heads up the day before saying, I don't think you understand. This isn't the Flight that goes up against Cash Nasty and, when Cash only uses one hand. This isn't the terrible Flight of the past. This is a different Flight. He's been working really hard, and he's very passionate about becoming better. And he's also very frustrated because, like, he was embarrassed about what happened with him and Mikey Williams. So regardless, I took the challenge. When you have an opportunity to collaborate with, first of all, one of your friends that you knew before YouTube, and second of all, a guy that is doing the things Flight's doing, like truly great stuff, you take that opportunity. And the fact that he treats everyone like really, like, he said to me, I don't care if you're a janitor or a CEO, I'm gonna treat you the same exact way. Dude, he does that. So, well, I apologize for the drawn out intro. There's so much to talk about. So let's get to his version of this reaction. My version is going to be in the description down below. You can see some of the training I've done. And also, we live stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And I have Instagram. I post on TikTok like 2 to 5 times a day. I have an NFL channel. Check all that stuff in the description down below. Let's do it. Oop.
SEC. Are we coming? Whoa. Man, this girl's this a genius. Can't lie, she's a genius. Pull up, let's get high. Fuck Mars, we on Venus. What it do, Flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up!
Okay, the first thing I want you to pay attention to, and this kind of validates the thing I was telling you about how good of a guy this guy, Flight is. Look at the way he introduces me.
It's June! Hey man, we got our first official IRL of June 1st, 2020, man. You guys been waiting for it, you know what I'm saying? It's finally here. We got my boy, Theflightmike. What's good, man? Chilling, you know what I'm saying? If you guys ain't know now, you know, man. I've known this man before I even started YouTube, man. So this is a heavy, low key. It's not, yeah, it's a rival. You don't make it a rival, you know what I'm saying? This is my first IRL. I can't lose this. You know what I'm saying? What's the rules? What's what we playing up to?
You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's people, I know YouTubers that just, he could have just started the 1v1, not even say who I am. This dude literally put in his title 1v1 versus the Theflightmike. Like, with all due respect, I don't mean to like give my like talk badly about myself, but he's in a different stratosphere from me, you know. So the fact that he gave me that respect just should speak volumes of how he treats people, and like that in itself should make you respect him, you know, that in itself. Also, something you need to know about me: I'm a weightlifter. I haven't played basketball in a year. I was never good at basketball. In fact, I was so bad at basketball that but I loved basketball, that it inspired me to focus more on the analysis side of things. And that's how I found me in the career I'm in today. So don't feel that bad for me. I also am looking forward to like trying to get better. So let's see how it goes. We're going to skip this part because I'm sure you guys know what's good here. That crossover I literally learned yesterday from his trainer. I think he trained me too much to be a guard when he should have trained me to be a big. You know, because a lot of people are saying you should have muscled your way into the paint. You see that jump shot? And like, do you also see how he's not looking at the floor when he dribbles? That's a certain, that means he got like specifically more comfortable with like the game of basketball. Like, pay attention. I'm 6 foot for those you guys wondering. He blocked me. Easy bucket. The thing that bothered me the most, and I understand it's Flight, people are rooting for Flight here, you know what I mean, is the fact that I'm clearly the underdog here, and the coach is rooting for Flight because it's June. That's just something that I was like, ah. Bro, he's had so many moments where he could have made me look like a clown. Like, if he made that, I would have looked terrible. His shot is significantly more on target as well. The thing that like I think I respect the most and like learned the most from playing this game is knowing what to do and actually doing it are two separate things. Like, I'm watching this and I'm like, my stomach is saying, Mike, take it in, drive it in on him. You have so much muscle on him. I wasn't thinking that at the time. You know what I mean? Like, I look like I'm afraid of contact, and here's the worst part. And I'm going to own up to this. This isn't an excuse. This is just me giving you info. I'm very into lifting, and I do my cardio, especially like pre-COVID. Dude, COVID hit me hard. I'm not gonna lie. COVID hit me hard. I was significantly out of shape. So out of shape. And I'm not gonna like discredit him, because he was literally training for 30 minutes, like doing an actual training session before. Maybe that allowed him to get warmed up. Didn't really allow me to get warmed up. But he didn't say you can't get warmed up, but I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's jump in.
Damn, Flight. $1 million move, 10-second finish. You gotta finish that, bro.
Bro, that almost went in. I was so close. Dude, look at how winded I am. For those of you guys asking, this was not fake. This was not scripted. He did not pay me to take a fault. There was nothing like that. How would an interaction like that even go down? Did you think of that? Do you think Flight came up to me and said, yo, Mike, I really need to win this, bro. It's June. You know? Could you, like, be extra ass and, like, I don't know, let me cross you up and I'll pay you money? First of all, no amount of money would, like, result in me saying, hey, please, I'd be down with this cross up. I hate saying this. It makes me sound like such a pompous dickhead, but I do fine. You know what I mean? Like, I do fine financially. I don't want to jinx it. You know, God's been good this past year. I went through some tough times before. Things have been better this past year. You know, thank God. But no, man, it wasn't fake. That's like so pathetic. I knew coming into this it was gonna look ridiculous because like we both aren't that good. Except he's been working on it, man. June's his month. Good take. Like, look at me. I'm already gassed. I'm already tired, bro. I am already exhausted here. Here we go. You guys ready? This is a beautiful move. So let me take you through this. You guys ready for this breakdown? I'm going to provide you with some rationale. A lot of you guys have been asking me, how'd you get dropped by Flight? I'll explain it. I saw an opportunity to get the steal, and I was also really tired, you know? So I was like, okay, you know, I bet you if you extend it a bit more, you know, if you extend just a little more, you'll be able to knock the ball out of his hand, and you'll be able to get it, and that would result in a nice steal. You know, maybe it'll take his morale down a little bit. But that's not what happened. As a matter of fact, he got a viral clip on me as a result of it. But either way, when I was about to do it, I said, okay, this is worth the risk, because if I'm not successful, I'll be able to recover and still play D on him. And that's what happened. So check it out. He broke my ankles. I didn't care. It wasn't really like an ankle break. It wasn't really like, oh, I'm losing balance. It was more like, let me dive for this ball. You know what I mean? He didn't really knock me off balance.
Oh my God.
Bro, but like, honestly, thank goodness, man. Thank goodness he missed the shot. Thank goodness he airballed the shot, bro. Oh my God, I think he felt bad because he knew if he like finished it, that would have been the end of me. You know, and he probably didn't want to do me like that.
What just happened?
How you finish it? Hey, that's NBA Steph Curry right there, baby. Oh my God.
He's tired too. He's winded too.
Damn.
Flight, we like that energy. We like that energy.
June is popping. June is popping.
Hey, June's real. Let's go.
Good change of directions. In that. Good hit. Could have been that.
Good shot. 2 up.
Hands up. There you go.
Travel.
That rebound.
Bro, that's how you could tell I'm winded too. Like when I start shooting a lot of jump shots.
Hey, so Flight.
Which one? God damn it.
Move up.
You good?
Yeah, he dropped it, man. So bad.
For the people that are saying you didn't hit rim, yeah, I'm a weightlifter. So it's a little tough when you've been lifting weights your whole life and you haven't played basketball in a year You know what I mean? And you're shooting a basketball, it feels so light. So like most of these shots are too strong.
Stop. Look at fake. Get down. You good? Sit down, sit down. Get it right back. Get it right back.
I'm just winded here.
Get him while he's tired.
I'm just so winded here. He's winded too.
The finish, man. The finish has got to be soft.
Yeah.
That crossover should be NBA 2K21's cover.
On the gold pack. Oh, good contact.
Hey.
Good contact.
Good fight, good.
Short-term memory.
Yeah.
I have no business doing crossovers, bro.
No, get up on this shit. Get up on this shit.
Get up in him. Stand.
Come on.
Stand and play.
Don't let him walk you down there.
The worst part is the entire time they're like, "Yo, do you want to rest? Do you want to take a break?" And I said no. I could have taken one, but I said no.
Fight. He's tired. You got to get on this shit.
Ryan, I hate Ryan for coaching him.
Nice ball. Yeah, up on.
Oh, this is where it ends for me.
That's serious.
Dude, I've watched this like 3 or 4 times. Every time I look at it, I'm like, damn, I should have taken my shirt off. I'm huge. Like, I'm huge. Like, come on. Why didn't you take your shirt off, bro? Like, ah. Oh.
Hands up.
Why do I always go? Ugh, and I'm so. Dude, it's so painful watching footage of yourself.
That was a tennis ball boy move.
Tennis ball move. That's my type of tennis ball move. You like you trip? Yeah. No way. Is that 3-2? Yeah. 3-2. Oh, good change.
A little stronger, bro.
Okay, Kobe.
His jumper got way better too. His jumper got way better.
I like it. Kobe. In him. He's too far. Make him uncomfortable. There you go.
I honestly should have taken the shirt off because I was wearing a shirt underneath the shirt too.
You good. Kill it. Nice in out. Good ball. Back to back.
Bro, that shot demoralized me.
6-2.
And then
put the music
Disingenuous
on.
came on and I'm like, it's over for me. At this point, I'm like, okay, he's got his takeover.
It's like you got takeover.
He just takeover exactly.
Step back.
Have you ever seen old Flight make that shot before in your life? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean when I said he's been training. You know, he's gotten better.
Step back. Go, boy. 3 straight buckets.
Two fight.
Stop touch, let's go. Straight. I love it, man. I'm all about it. Left. Sorry.
At this point, I'm like winded. So you see how I have my Apple Watch on? I was literally trying to track my BPM, just heart rate, like my beats per minute, just so I could see how much more conditioning I would need to like be able to get into playing shape. By the time he had 4 points and I only had 2, I had like my Gatorade meter was on, bro. I was so tired. I was really tired. My BPM was 180 at this point. And then I even took a rest. You know, we took a 5-minute rest, came back, still 180. It sucks because I feel like if this was pre-COVID, it would be a little bit different. But at the same time, I feel like if this was pre-COVID, I wouldn't have gotten this opportunity. The thing that like drives me the craziest is like I look at myself and I look at my build and I'm like, dude, if you would have just drove it in like aggressively, you would have dominated. And I wish the coach would have like his trainer would have worked with me to finish.
Send that.
Even my brother's cheering him on.
Don't open up so much. Don't open up so much. Don't get lazy on defense.
At this point, you can see, like, I really want nothing to do with this anymore. I'm, like, winded. I'm tired. So strong, bro.
Nice hit.
He has a jump shot. I don't. I'm winded. I hated this part because like my bro was like looking at me. He's like, "Come on!" I felt like I was failing him. I think that was the worst part, to be honest. I felt like I was letting him down. I hated the fact that I had like no conditioning. You know, I hated the fact that like I clearly needed to work on my jump shot. I needed more training. I think that's the part that like eats away at me the most.
The hezzy was crazy. And he dropped it. And the slip up. And the slip up. Dude, how does he change his speed?
I'm like leaning on him at this point, bro. That's how tired I am.
I like it though. You gotta go by Mike, you gotta go by Flight. That's what it is. You open up too much.
You see, like that's what I should have done the whole time.
Let's game.
Okay.
Let's game.
Even at the end, I kind of gave up. I'm not taking anything away from him, bro. I'm definitely not. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I do want a rematch. I definitely want to get better. It is what it is. I'm happy for him. He trained for this, and most importantly, he treated me so well with so much respect. He let me get my video up first. He didn't have to do that. He's a really nice guy. Very, very, very cool guy. I have no excuse. At the end of the day, I accepted. Well, no, I issued a challenge and I lost. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give up. Like Michael Jordan says all the time. It's like when Michael Jordan said in The Last Dance, "Yo, you know, I was training for baseball. When I came back to basketball, it was different." I trained for weightlifting, bro. You know, like bodybuilding was my thing. You know, I know you guys see Cash do that and all that, but it's a little different. You know what I mean? Especially after watching some footage on myself, I think I could definitely get better. I am not really a professional basketball player. I've always been more of a professional basketball analyst, but of course, if there's a challenge, I'm always going to take it on. That's what it is to be. That's what I truly like. I'm a competitive guy. I don't think there's much else to say other than I'd like to thank Flight for the opportunity. I'm definitely going to be reacting to other people's reactions of me on my other channel. I don't really want to post too much on this channel about it, unless if you guys want to see it. But aside from that, appreciate the ones that are rocking with me, even though I got embarrassed nationally, you know. But I also wanted to thank Flight because he got me my very first trending video. So I thought that was really freaking cool. I don't think I have anything else to say, man. I'm just gonna stay humble, keep grinding, keep working hard, and yeah, I think I'll be good. I think by like next March I'll be ready. But I'm gonna try to challenge him in a month from now. We'll see.